Florida. Past 20 years, I was in the service. Never moved back to Miami. Went to Jacksonville, got a job up there. I work for Yellow Freight Systems. Got 3 children. Chad's 18, Corey's 14, and Justin's 10. That's it.
For the past 20 years, I went to Florida State, got a master's at Barry University. I'm now a counselor with the Dade County Public School System at Palm Springs Elementary. I'm married. My daughter's 4 years old, Donna, and my stepdaughter, Karen, is 14, and it's nice to be here.
Go ahead. Oh, hi. My name's Jeff Kerwin, and I also graduated from 1971. This is my absolutely stunning wife, Dodie. We live in Boca Raton. Dodie has 2 children from a previous marriage. Sean is 21 and Ryan's 15. There's not really been a lot going on in my life. I don't know how I've made it this far, but I work for Bell South Advertising and Publishing. We've not, in the 14 years I've been with them, missed giving you all a phone book every year, so I guess I'm doing an adequate job. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say, and I want to introduce you to probably my best friend in life, Mr. Jerry Affronte, who would also like to cue you on what he's been doing for the last 20 years. Jerry?
Jerry Affronte, and this is my wife, Edna. For the past 20 years, we've still been living here in the Miami area. We have 3 children, Melody, Melissa, and what's the other one? Michelle. We all know that. I'm in the air conditioning business here in Miami. Belong to Local 725. Recently been appointed vice president of the local. I'm an instructor in the apprenticeship program and attending a 5-year program up at Purdue, Michigan State, and Michigan to get my degree up there as an instructor. That's about it.
Diane Pateski, Palucci. This is my husband, Joe. Since graduation, I have been not doing too much, just going through day by day. I have a daughter, been married for a long time, and it's real nice being here, seeing everybody again, having a real good time.
It's Stolberg Graham. This is my husband, Steve. We've been together 10 years, married 5. We have a 4-year-old, Wesley, and a 1-year-old, Alex. I think I said that in the booklet, too. And he's self-employed, flooring business, and I work with him. And we're here.
My name is Katie Seiss Jarkisy, Catherine Jarkisy now. I've straightened up a lot since 20 years. I've been married to Tom Jarkisy, husband, senior when I was in sophomore, North Miami Senior High School. 69, graduated. How many kids do we have, Tom?
Hello.
Boy, 8, a little girl, 5. What's my favorite food? Okay. I've been in Fort Lauderdale for 15 years. I'm a mother right now, which is the hardest work in the world. Much easier going to work and getting away from all this. Let's see. Kind of the same.
I think she likes it.
I'm done.
See Kinsman Coyle, and this is my date, Bob Moorhead. Let's see, for the past 20 years, I have 2 beautiful children. I have a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old son. I'm a working mother. I'm single. I'm in Davie, and I'm just having a great time. Yeah, and I'm waiting for the 30-year reunion so we can do it again.
We're glad you're here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that cheer that you all did last night? Did you practice for it?
No, obviously.
If y'all had just seen it, sorry we missed that one on tape. Hopefully you got it and you'll splice it in. Candy, tell us about the old days in North Miami.
Oh, I don't know much about the old days in North Miami. They were pretty fun days.
Tell us about some of your favorite memories.
Favorite memories, I guess cheering with a good group of girls and having a very good time with other things.
Troy, how about telling us about your first boy crush in high school?
I married him. He's my husband, Phil.
Where is he? Come on, Phil. Where are you? He's inside. Okay. Tell us about your first love.
Oh, go ahead.
Come on, Sarah. That's up.
My first crush, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably Jeff Kerwin.
Jeff, you've got this tape. We know you're here. Don't forget it. You blew it.
We had fun.
Very good. Tell us about some of your other cheerleading colleagues. Why aren't they here tonight?
sure miss them, though.
We did.
We do wish they
I
would.
thought Emily would be here.
Well, how about another cheer for the tape?
How about not?
Oh, come on. One for the tape.
Well, she's the...
Emergency at the podium. Emergency at the podium.
Well, guys, this interview is being cut short, but I'm going to turn the mic over to Candy and let her close it.
Oh, okay.
All you.
Okay, Sarah, one last cheer, guys. Fight, fight, go, go, go. Ready?
No, we're not singing. We're not singing anything. Success.
Okay, ready? Success.
We'll do success for you. Go.
Ready?
All set.
You bet. Stop.
I forgot the cheer.
E-S-S.
Okay, we'll do. Go ahead. All right.
1, 2, 3.
All set.
You bet. Green and gray is dynamite. Team, team, team. All here for North Miami. Stand up and scream. Yay!
Hi, my name is Francine Zaccardo, now Perez. For 20 years, the first 5 I don't remember, so that answers that. And the last 15, I've been working hard at the same place. I've been married for 11 years to my husband, Barry, and we have 3 children, Christopher, 9, Kyle, 7, and Carrie, 2, and we're having a great time. Okay.
For attorneys, for the last 20 years, I'm a certified legal assistant. I have 2 boys, one's 10 and one's 8, and I'm going back to school to go to law school, become an attorney. That's all.
I've been working as a mechanic for the last 10 years. The last 10, just recently became manager for Pepsi-Cola in maintenance department. And that's about it. No kids, single, lucky, I guess. That's all.
Ongart, been married for 19 years, have 3 children, a daughter 18, a son 14, and a son 7. I'm working currently as a chiropractic assistant.
This is my husband, John. And I have a 17-year-old daughter, Carrie. And for the last 12 years, I've been working for System 1 Corporation. And I'm real glad to be here and see you on the 30.
This is my wife, Regina. Been married for 14 years. Basically just been partying out the last 20 years.
Brady. I went to college. After I finished college, I taught school for 5 years. And then I left this education and went into the restaurant business. Now I'm back teaching again.
Karen, I did not graduate from this school. I crashed this party. Here's Randy.
Doreen Mano. Now I'm Hankins. I've been married for 16 years. I have 2 children, Ryan 12 and Erica 7. I've been moving around with my husband with his job. We lived in 6 different cities. Now we're living in Orlando. I work for the Prudential Florida Realty there and sell real estate. That's about it.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say hi. Hope everybody had a good time tonight, and glad to see everybody again. And I'm doing pretty good, just hanging in there, working, staying out of trouble, enjoying life and all that good stuff, and really looking forward to seeing everybody again in another 10 years or so, maybe sooner, hopefully. And I hope everybody had a good time just like I did, and I hope their 20 years went as good as mine.
Well, I don't know if I would say it was my old sweetheart, Dan Lubinsky, but I am still married to him 20 years later.
Are you trying to believe that he was your first high school crush?
Well, I liked a lot of people, but that's the only one I can think of right now. How about you, Helen?
My first crush was
high school.
Art. I can't even remember his name. Artie Ortiz. Yeah, high school. Mrs. DeBono. Because I took, yeah.
And where'd you hang out in high school?
On the side.
On which side?
Come here, Nancy.
But on which side?
Right side. Right side.
That's right. It was me, Nancy, Ginger. We used to hang out at the side.
But I want to know about the side.
Okay,
Which side was it, and what did you do?
It was the east side. Elaine has curly hair. This is new. 20 years ago, she had jet straight hair, and now she's got a perm.
Tell us about your favorite teacher in high school.
Favorite teacher, Mr. Rabinowitz in psychology.
Very good.
Yeah, he was great.
And where'd you hang out?
Oh, gee, Figaro's.
Now the Figaro's first.
Yeah, and Hullover Beach.
Favorite makeout place,
Yeah.
huh?
And where else do we go? Myers Pizza, sometimes, yeah.
Marcella, don't leave
I never went to Marcella.
We heard about those garlic rolls earlier.
No, I never went there.
How about pranks? Tell us about some of your pranks.
Pranks? I didn't do any of those things.
Oh, you were a good girl, huh?
No, absolutely. No, I have a good story. I have a good story. We used to go and buy beer at 7-Eleven, yeah.
Which one?
Which 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was buying beer. I don't remember these things.
You don't want to remember.
But I was with Debbie Smith.
Yes.
And, you know, I had this baby face, so I never could go in and buy the beer. So we sent Debbie in to get it, and I was waiting in the car, and her father pulls up next to me.
What's the story?
Well, we used to flirt with the guys, and we'd give them somebody else's phone number when they asked for our phone numbers.
Whose number were you giving out?
Our best friend.
That's right.
Our best friends.
Who was your best friend back then?
Carol Whitney.
Oh, Carol Whitney's in Colorado.
Yeah, she's in Colorado.
We're going to send her a copy of this.
Uh-oh.
She knows.
We used to pick up guys and we wouldn't give our numbers out.
Right.
We give our girlfriends' numbers out.
I thought your first kiss was in elementary school at William Jennings Bryan.
No, it wasn't. Tried, but unsuccessfully. No.
Well, Jackie, I know you want to tell us about your mom, but we want to hear about gory details in high school, the things that you hid from your mother.
There wasn't anything that I could hide from my mother. I never did anything. Maybe the stuff I did with Gary. Gary Blakely. God, I can't tell you.
Good? Sleep around? Did you say sleep around? Snuck around. Are you sure?
Yes.
Favorite teacher?
Mr. Maristani, beyond a shadow of a doubt. He taught me everything I knew about Spanish, and I have three
you know
children.
She's limited at Spanish.
Children who are bilingual as a result.
Very good.
20 years I've been working. I'm married. Have a son, David, living in Sarasota, Florida. Working for Budget Rent-A-Car. Having a great time being back here and seeing all the old gang. I don't know what else.
I came, I won, I conquered, I came back. That's all I can say. I'm not good at this. Get the light off of me, man. I can't do it.
To say, what have I been doing for the last 20 years? What is my fantasy? What do you want to know? In the last 20 years, what have I been doing? I've been being a housewife and a mother, my most favorite thing in the world. I have 2 little girls. They're real, real good, 13 and 7. And I've been trying to write books and be published, and I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to, and you're going to see me on Johnny Carson. Although he won't be there, I will be. Thank you, and goodbye.
Around for the past 20 years. We were originally in Florida, went to North Carolina, then to Tennessee, then to Roanoke, finally ended up in Texas. About 6 or 7 years ago, I went back to school to go into the ministry full-time. Right now I'm doing part-time ministry and I'm servicing pools to help put bread on the table. This is my wife Karen of 16 years. We have 3 children. I have a daughter 15 and 2 sons 12 and 8. And that's what we've been doing, and hope to serve the Lord in full-time ministry soon.
Been 20 years since I had an opportunity to see everybody again. It's real good to see all my old friends again, and I'm looking forward to 25 or 30, whenever that may be. And I'm just kind of wondering, sitting back and looking at all my friends, how many of them will still have their hair by the time 25 years comes around. For that matter, how many of them will still have their wives or their husbands 10 years from now? I hope most of them do. But from looking through the bio, it looks like maybe about half do, half don't, and about half have their hair and half don't. I hope I have mine. We'll see you in about 5 or 10 years. Bye.
After I graduated from high school, I went to Miami-Dade Junior College for 2 years. And then, after 2 years, I went over to Hawaii and I spent 6 months living in a tree house, surfing, camping, and exploring the island of Kauai. 2 friends. One of them's here tonight, Larry Hunt, and my other friend Roland. And that's when I fell in love with the island, knew that I was going to return. So I left after 6 months and went back to Miami-Dade and finished up, and then went off to chiropractic college in Davenport, Iowa, where I went straight through.